This is very exciting for us, this budget. I think two main points that stand out for me. One is the angel tax, which has been abolished. I think the entire industry has been asking for it for many, many years. It was a music to our ears when we heard that angel tax has been abolished. I think we talked about it even recently, and we continue to say that I think the impact of this is going to be quite substantial. I personally believe that this will add a lot more capital to the startup ecosystem. I anticipate it could add anywhere between 30 to 40% more capital than has been there from the angels in this ecosystem. So therefore, startups are definitely likely to benefit more. The second point is more about the tax, the long-term capital gains tax, which has been brought down from 20% plus surcharge to 12.5%. I think there'll be surcharge as well there. But the one difference is that at 20% tax, there was the effect of indexation, or there was indexation as well. At 12.5%, there is no indexation. But that's fine. It's still a substantial impact. And my personal view is that this change alone has the potential to grow the domestic pools of capital from the current proportion of 15% in the entire startup ecosystem to almost about 25% over the next 3 to 5 years, which means that the growth of the domestic capital in the startup ecosystem will be much higher than the dollar capital coming into the startup ecosystem, which is a great news for the startups, because now, of course, capital being domestic, I think should actually encourage a lot more startups to stay local. And I think this is actually also going to have impact on other things, like earlier startups were looking to go and register themselves outside of India. They were doing a lot of flipping to go and register outside in the US or in Singapore and other geographies, only to raise more capital. And I think given these changes, I anticipate that this is going to have substantial positive impact on generating a lot more domestic capital. So I'm quite excited about that, and definitely a very positive news for all of us in the VC and the PE industry.